Okay, so I decided to remove my gauges because my shift indicator was not working. I'm sure a lot of people have this issue. Well, you can't hardly see mine because it's so dirty, but the needle was not sweeping across. The way that this works is there's a little cable inside here that hooks to your steering column and pulls a linkage. This is supposed to pull the needle across, but as you can see, well, it's stuck for one. I'm feeling, so I'll have to fix that too. But also, there's no needle sweeping across. I have a feeling what we'll find when we take the assembly off in the back, just 2 screws, is the needle is broken off completely. So we'll take that off and we'll see what we find. Okay, here's that assembly, and yep, that's exactly what I suspected. The needle is just broken off. It should extend down into the letters. Also, I feel it's getting stuck here as it gets further. Some of the cabling looks frayed too. So I'm seeing that cable, well, frayed, I'm probably not going to be able to find a replacement, so we'll just hope that this one doesn't break. Replacement in any better condition. But the cable seems to have gotten jammed in this little slot, which it seems like it'd be much better off in this larger slot. I don't think it really makes a difference because the cable routes around here. There's no reason it needs to be in this slot as opposed to over here where it's got a lot more room. So I'm going to try to fix that. But that keeps getting stuck. That keeps getting the needle stuck over here. Okay, so it appears that I probably inadvertently pulled it this way when it should just pull straight down. So as long as it's pulling on this side, as long as you go straight up, still a little sticky. Maybe I can spray some type of lubricant or something in there. We'll see. The one thing I will warn though is do not get these letters or numbers wet. Oftentimes if you get these wet, this paint is just chalky, so it'll just wipe right off. So whatever you do, just don't get those wet. Okay, I just dropped just a little tiny bit of oil down here. Just one little drop. And it seems to have it moving quite a bit smoother now. As long as it doesn't pull and get wedged over there, which in the steering wheel it shouldn't, because the steering wheel pulls it just straight down as it shifts. Yeah, it seems to be, it was just binding up on the plastic a little bit. The only repair to this that I had seen is someone glued a toothpick to the end, a red toothpick to the end. I think I can do better than that, but we'll see. Not to say that's a bad repair. If it lasts, I guess it works, but I want to find something that I can just mold onto the end of it. I've seen these for sale, and even the ones I see for sale are broken right here, so this is pretty common. Okay, so I'm going to try using some of this. It's a 2-part moldable, sculptable epoxy. I use it for a lot of different repairs. But you just take the 2 parts and make them 50-50, as close as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just sit there and you're gonna need it 10 or 15 minutes. You got about 4 hours of work time with this, and it cures. It starts to harden up in about 4 hours, but still, you can still make indentations or impressions with it, with like your fingernail or a hard tool, up to 4 hours after. Otherwise, you can mold it with a little water or saliva or anything. It's not going to hurt the hardening process. But after 24 hours, it cures, and it does bonds to stuff really well. Taxidermists use this for repairing broken antlers. I've used it for repairing steering wheels, cracks in old steering wheels. I've used it for just modeling in general, but it's nice stuff. Once it's all completely mixed, it will be one uniform color. You may feel a little bit of heat coming off of it, but it's completely safe to use with bare hands. I mean, for the most part, if you have sensitive skin or allergies, you might want to try gloves with it. But if you're used to spraying brake clean and stuff like that on your hands, which I don't advise, but I have done it, then it's not going to hurt your hands. But that's enough is for that little tiny amount. That's enough kneading. So let's go ahead and try to mold this on here. And when I'm doing it, I will oftentimes, and we won't have any clearance issues here, and we can verify that, but we can put a little bit of this up on top, and we'll see if we're gonna have any clearance issues. So, but we'll just lay it up there, and we'll see if that smashes into it. No indentation, so we're not gonna have any clearance issues there. So, and I'll also take it and I'll sweep it across too. And none of that has been disturbed, so it's not gonna have any issue building it up a little bit on top. Kind of just shape it out a little bit here into what I assume the old one looked like a little bit. I'm gonna use a little butter knife or something, a little plastic butter knife. And we'll paint that, but at least we'll be able to see what we're looking at. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Yeah, looks like we can definitely see it through there. If we can find it. Where is that? Okay, there it is, and you can see it moving across there. So we'll paint that orange when it dries. The other thing I recommend, when you got this thing out, save your eyes and place these bulbs in here. These LEDs. I got this 10-pack, which is exactly what you'll need on Amazon for $11. So you'd be crazy not to do it. And these are white. I want to say there's like a green lens on here, which will make the LEDs green. Pop that bulb out. Pop the bulb out. Okay, so the kids have some of this like acrylic craft paint. I'm just gonna use that. There's one there that looks like it'll match it pretty well. We'll use that one. And that's about right. Too much, definitely. And get this thing up. See if we can clean this glass up a little. Okay, a little bit cleaner. Is that gonna work? Let's see. Yep, that'll work. It's still sticky right there. But don't matter as long as we can see about which gear we're in.